Like I told y'all, this week is dedicated to just giving y'all information about autism, you feel me? And today I want to let y'all know the symptoms that we saw and behaviors that we saw our son exhibit that let us know that we needed to go, seek a diagnosis. Uh, and this is just off the top of my head, trying to remember back, y'all, to when he was 1.5, around 2 years old, you feel me? Uh, but fixation. He became fixated on various things, uh, like the remote control. He would just stare at it. He would just stare at the remote. Uh, and I think that was because of the numbers on the remote. We had some numbers on the refrigerator. I remember when we were living in an apartment, we had numbers on the refrigerator, and he would kind of look at those and mess with them. You feel me? He had this little Cookie Monster figurine. I love Sesame Street, so I put my kids on that, and he just would become fixated on that. And then it would be some of my video game covers. Now when he became fixated on this, I got excited. I'm thinking, oh, he wants to be like daddy. He sees daddy playing that, and he wants to be like daddy, you feel me? But when we would leave the house, he had to have this, and you couldn't take it away from him, what I'm talking about? But then that became other covers. I think we were getting Rock and Learn for him. He became fixated on those covers. So fixation in general is something that was a symptom. Hand flapping like this, walking on his tiptoes, lack of eye contact. The number one red flag, though, was loss of language. Loss of language, okay? Mr. Bear had begun to speak your typical words, you know what I'm saying? Mama, baby, cookie, stuff like that. At that point, he didn't say daddy, though. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying around 10 words, and then we saw those words vanish. And that was like the red flag for us, you know what I'm saying? And my wife tells me, and I don't even remember this, but my wife tells me that I was kind of in denial about it. And we both have educational backgrounds, you feel me? My wife actually majored in education. She has a master's in that. And again, y'all know I was an educator, so put all these signs together, we went and got the diagnosis. But those are just some of the things, some of the symptoms that we saw with Mr. Bell.